Alrighty, welcome back. I just got done driving the Jeep for a little road trip. On my road trip earlier today, I found a owner who had a Cherokee on 31-inch tires, and then that's his wife's car, and he owns a TJ and a YJ. His YJ is his trail rig. I just stopped by. His wife said stop by after 4:30. Check out the husband and all that. So I did that. Checked it out. On the road trip back home, I heard a new squeak. I never heard a new squeak. And mucking around in his house, waiting for him to get home, actually. And at first, that was my heater core, since it has two nuts and nuts, and they tend to squeak. Wasn't them. As I was about to leave their house, I noticed my windshield. I figured I heard the squeak, and my driver's seat also over there. So it's all across my windshield on my dashboard. So my next guess was my windshield brackets. So these are Allen key countersunk. So we bought these, put them in. I'd rather use bolts, but that's all we could find for this thread. So anyway, they are loose, so I just grabbed tools, first pick, it actually fit. And these are all loose. Again, we'll tight by hand after the camera's off just to make sure, but so these all need to be tightened. There's one I can't get to. Actually, I might be able to, I can't. Let's just give it a try. This mirror's in the way. Nope. But that shouldn't come off because of this bracket pushes on that, so that shouldn't come off. So that should be okay. Let's make it a long video. Why not? Not too, I guess. Okay, to the other side. After this, I'll show you what I've done to the Jeep since the last video. That's loose. It's the only part of my whole Jeep I use. Okay, never mind. It's not the only part I use is the Allen key. I think it's these and my carburetor. There's two stoppers. Never mind that. Okay, never mind. They're flat screws. So these are my only Allen keys, my only metric tools I have to use. Luckily, my toolbox in the back of the Jeep has metric too. Just in case those folks on the trail with me have a TJ or anything TJ and up to a JL, they all use metric. I dislike metric. It's actually easier to use, but hardware's hard to find. So that was loose. So I have extra metric and standard tools all the way up to 3/4 inch. And the long nuts use 13/16, which I don't have that socket, so I need to find a impact socket for my long nuts, just to have my spare tire if I get a flat tire. Now I'm not gonna notice the sound. Let's put the hood down, but I'm not gonna notice the sound until I go driving. But for the most part, it should be a lot less. Kind of hear it still. I'm sure it's just probably this joint. But it feels stronger than last time. Alright, next thing on this list, I'm just gonna scrape these off. When I drilled the holes, rust fell down for my hardtop. I'm just gonna strip that off, do it later. Just showing that. Alright, what I've done to the Jeep, back bumper is on. I've done a video on that, I think I've done. But that's on at least. Works nice. I'm designing a tire carrier right now. I have two different designs. One with the panel hitch on, one with the panel hitch off. So two different designs. With it off, it's much simpler, easier to make, but with it off, it gives me, yeah, I'm talking too fast, but that's how I am. When I'm energetic, when I'm really into the Jeeps, I talk constantly. Okay, anyway, I put these handlebars on, got it from the guy that's in the military for his Jeep and he doesn't need them. It's worth $20 a piece, worth, I got them cheaper than that. This one's more for looks on this side, but also function on that side actually. that side has a gas cap. And having a gas cap, it kind of sticks out. So for off-road, I'm near a tree will hit this, go around it instead of hitting this. So that has a purpose. Bolts are not strong enough through the body, but I at least can trust them. There's 4 bolts, not 2. It is kind of a step to get up to the hardtop, if need be, but I have this, or eventually my sliders to step onto. But for now, I can. What else? Ammo can in the center install. It's very helpful. I want to make some slots inside for organizing. I love organizing. More efficient. My grandmother was over one time, just stopping by, and she sat down the tailgate, and I did too. In 10 minutes time period, heard cracking. All of a sudden, this bracket broke off, and so I just next day later I just took the welder out, welded it better, drilled a hole so it gets more precise internally welds. Now I'm strong. Actually, it's more tight fit too, so that's better. Improved that even. I carried a block of wood around as an emergency brake in case I've been going to Mercedes dealership for a new job possibly, and I don't want to roll into Mercedes-Benz by accident, so I got a block of wood. Helpful. Dad got a new circular saw for the house projects, and it came with a tool bag. He didn't need it. He has a nice metal box, so I got a free bag. It's nice. Got some rubber on the bottom. It's not slide around too much. So that's my tool bag, and that's my Harbor Freight bag, $5. That's my recovery gear. Snatch block all fit inside. Don't have it yet, but recovery gear, winching stuff. Then my massive toolbox for all my sockets and ratchets. Show you that. And then show you the engine when I'm done. Just tools, whatever. It's free. Had it since I was a kid. Never used it. Forgot about this box. I have it. Worth it. So, good quality set. Not Harbor Freight, but it's at least better than, Harbor Freight. So, that's my lug nut sock. Actually, I do have one. I just saw that. Probably never will use these, but have them. Screwdriver set's nice and handy. I do have a smaller set, much like shorter size for smaller work. Pliers are handy. These are all handy except for one tool. You know, 3/4 inch. So it's lacking one size. My Allen keys, I do need them. I don't have them. They're in the house. Took them out for house projects. I should put them back in. So I do have new ones, but it's okay. I only have one thing for these is Allen keys. Not horrible. So that's that. Helpful. Now. Okay, over here now, since I see this in my eyes. I get a winch plate now, finally. This is a bumper off a Dodge Power Wagon from the 50s. 3/4 ton. Heavy gauge steel. It's bent actually. I don't know how, but it's bent. That's okay. I'll use it. I'm going to cut it up as a good chunk, probably on that side. Cut it up within my frame. C-channel up and put a winch in. Winch cable. Reel. Put that on. For now I have a Harbor Freight winch, but eventually Warren winch. So that's that. And then that's for the turret gear. Took it off. And then my most recent purchase, upgrade and helpful, the high lift to Reese 48-inch, 7,000 pound capacity, which is plenty. So that's gonna go on the hardtop. Turret carrier. So I already done one mod, safety mod from Dirt Lifestyle YouTube channel. It's just a safety bolt put on up top, but then say you're working underneath the Jeep, you jack real high, holding the Jeep up. This bolt goes in. It's grade 8 safety pin. or a bolt. In case the thing wants to fall, you have one less chance. So put that on. And I put these foams on since I hate it. Rattles too much. It's helpful down there, but down up here the handle is loose. Probably made that bolt tighter, probably, but at least helps. What else? I've been doing a lot of woods work with the Gator. Jeep's not gonna be helpful. Brake assembly, still gotta put it on. It's all done. Ear pads, but needs put on. I think my most trouble is my cable. That's why I'm putting it off so much. In the barn, I found my windshield wipers. Sadly, I need new arms, or at least the front pivot point. The gears inside are kind of destroyed, the teeth. Blades are actually okay. Carry on. I got an ammo can from my friend Dave. He was an Army Airborne, got tons of cans, so that's helpful. Here's my original carburetor, the YF, and I put it on the Jeep, runs good, except it leaks once I shut the engine off, so I'm looking for a gasket kit right now. That's what's pulling that off. I'm going to put it back on the Jeep once it's fixed and run this forever, and then if I need a spare, I have a brand new one. It's already tuned. And then coming up here in October, I'm making videos on this once it happens. Bantam down Butler, PA has their off-road event 9.5 since Bantam, the main event, was canceled. And they put this out 2 months ahead of time to register, and in 3 days it sold out. Luckily I got it the first day. I knew where to go down. It's only a 2-3 hour drive from us, not too far. And we'll take the old Jeep down, go off-road. It's all green trail. And doing some blue trail as well. It's at 31-inch tires. You need to have 31-inch tires and front and rear hooks for on blue trail. Also a locker, but I got my way through their rules without running the locker. If it's not wet, I can run it. If it's wet, I can't run it. Okay, that's fair. So that's good. I'm gonna bring the drone down and get some nice drone footage of the event. Over 500 plus Jeeps, and hopefully GoPro works. If I have one that works, put it on. And tire care, I want that off. I want it on so the trail tire goes flat. I have a spare tire on me in the high lift and Jerry. It's only 10 miles of trail, but I should have enough gas. Sliders, I'm not gonna make them in time. It's okay. Tire care is most important. Roll cage will go on. I'm doing that probably tomorrow. I don't have time tonight. Doing that tomorrow. I'm off work tomorrow. Do that. And then just finish things up. That's really about it. It's an update video slash. So looks good. I'm almost reaching 1,000 miles. Almost. 881, so almost there. I'm thinking 1,000 miles. I'm gonna do a nice change up, oil change. Not yet. Still, it's not 1,000 miles. I think every 5,000 do them, or every fall do my oil change. But I know my differentials need fluid and bearings and stuff done. I'm gonna do a tire swap change. Just rotate them every 1,000 because the back will be used the most for road travel and steering, so rotate tires just to be safe. Get more use out of them. That's really it. I'm seeing a lean every so often. I look at the Jeep. You might see it in the video. It tends to lean left a bit. Not sure why. Could be leaf springs. Could be body mounts. That side have puck mounts. This side is just on the chassis. There's no body mounts on this side. So. It could be why, but it's okay. Drives fine. Alrighty. What else? Engine bay, then we'll end the video. Oh. Put these front hooks on. They're 5/8 hooks. They're something. They're more tie downs for the trailer when I haul it. But recovery point in worst case. Yeah. End the video.